Dong-eun had to climb 300 laps in the gym every day. If she missed even one, she'd be punished with a hot curling iron. The more pain Dong-eun felt, the more excited Yeon-jin got, until Dong-eun's body was covered in bruises. Dong-eun wanted to ask her homeroom teacher for help, but he simply said that it wasn't violence without broken arms or legs. Dong-eun called him a cold-blooded bystander, which made him furious. He rolled up his sleeves and slapped her repeatedly, refusing to stop, even when others tried to hold him back. With no other choice, Dong-eun called the police, but Yeon-jin's mom bribed the police, so they dismissed it as childish conflict and didn't follow up. Dong-eun's resistance only fueled the bully's anger. They went to her house, took her piggy bank, and told her to dance for their amusement if she wanted it back. Helpless, Dong-eun obeyed. Looking at Dong-eun's fair legs and the iron on the floor, Yeon-jin had an even nastier idea. In the next moment, Dong-eun's screams echoed through the hallway. Desperate, Dong-eun stood on the rooftop. She wanted to jump and end her painful life, but the fear of death made her hold back. She broke down, crying, with no one to understand her suffering. Her burning wounds started to itch, so she rubbed her legs with snow, then her arms. Finally, she lay down in the snow to ease her pain. The next day, Dong-eun filed to leave school, citing bullying. The teacher didn't agree since it would hurt his own performance. He teamed up with the bullies' mothers and bribed Dong-eun's mom. Without hesitation, Dong-eun's mom changed the reason for her leaving. When Dong-eun got home, her landlord told her that her mom had moved out that morning. Seeing her dropout reason changed to unable to adjust to school life. Dong-eun couldn't believe her own mother's betrayal. Her wounds itched painfully, and her heartache went deep. With no one to rely on, Dong-eun knew she had to become strong herself. So Dong-eun went to find her bullies. This time, she was no longer weak. Her eyes were fierce and determined. She told Yeon-jin that from now on, her one dream was Yeon-jin. 20 years passed, and Yeon-jin became a weather reporter, married into a wealthy family, and had a lovely daughter. Now it was time for Dong-eun's revenge. She rented a place across from Yeon-jin's house to watch every move of Yeon-jin's family. Every night she would go through Yeon-jin's trash, hoping to find useful clues. One night, Yeon-jin's nanny noticed her. Dong-eun had avoided the security cameras, but not the nanny's sharp eyes. Dong-eun tried to pay her off, but the nanny refused, saying she didn't want money and wouldn't report her. Though she didn't know what Dong-eun was up to, she admired her dedication, coming every night for 6 months. So she offered to help Dong-eun. Dong-eun asked what the nanny wanted in return. The nanny asked Dong-eun to kill her husband. It turned out the nanny's husband was abusive.